Hello and welcome to the birthday gift. Okay, so I'm sitting down because I'm gonna do a reading for the solar eclipse that we're having today. I just want to see what energies come out, as there's been a lot of activity around me, and I've been getting a lot of messages, and every time I sit to record them, something happens and I can't record. So I said, you know what, let me just pull some cards. All right, we're gonna just pull some oracle cards, and if I feel led to, I'll do some tarot. But we are definitely at a very critical moment, especially with this eclipse being at 29 degrees of Virgo in this case, but 29 degrees of any sign is a critical sign, and it's trying to eclipse out a lot of energies that you've been experiencing, we've been experiencing. And what this means is that your choices right now matter. Things that are coming up right now, anything, if it's coming up, they're trying to get you to eclipse it out. They're trying to get you to basically balance, right? Just think of what you would usually do in a certain situation, especially if something comes back around. If something keeps coming back around, and it happened to come back around right now during this eclipse season, that means within the past maybe week or so, and or a week after right now. If something comes up, they're trying to get you to react to it in a totally different way than you usually would react to it, right? Handle it at a balanced scale. Last time this came up, you did this. This time it comes up, you do something else. It shows that you balanced it. You were able to eclipse it out. You're able to basically level it out. That's the purpose of this energy. So if something comes up and you react and respond to it exactly how you would always react and respond to it, no, you're not actually eclipsing it out. You're getting second chances to see if you're able to move in your other half, right? So everything is two things. Everything is two things, right? If you're an Aries, you're also a Libra. If you're a Taurus, you're also Scorpio. If you're Gemini, you're also Sag. If you're a Cancer, you're also Capricorn. If you're a Leo, you're also Aquarius. And if you're Virgo, you're also Pisces. Everything is two things, okay? If you're only thinking you're one sign, right? Technically, we're all signs, but the sign that you were born in, if you're only feeling like, oh, you're that energy and you're only that, then you're only seeing half of who you are. Many will actually attract their other half to mirror to them the parts of them they're rejecting. And those kind of connections usually are the most tumultuous, they're the most heavy, and I've seen people stay in those type of situations for years and not learn one thing. Actually go deeper and deeper and deeper into their hole because they're not learning to love themselves. You usually attract that kind of mirror because you're operating from some kind of self-hate. Yeah, and I'm going to say it straight up. You're operating from a place where you don't understand yourself. And every time someone tries to show you yourself, you judge it. That's self-hate, because you don't even realize the thing you're judging is you, and you're judging the parts of you you don't like. So you attract that mirror, that reflection, and unless you learn that that is actually a reflection of parts of you that you reject, you're going to keep judging it, and you're never going to actually do the work. Okay, everything is about self-love. So whenever something is being mirrored to you, the expectation is that you see it as you, and you show it love, you show it mercy. In that, there's a humbling that occurs. There's a growth that occurs. There's a maturity that occurs. Many people are not able to do that. They just judge, criticize, and vex it, right? And demonize it and persecute it. And you're only persecuting yourself when you do that. So everything is two things. At least two things, right? That's the balance. We're literally at a balanced scale. You got to learn to walk that line. It's a thin line, but you got to learn to do that. So if something shows up right now and you try to suppress it, ignore it, or not address it, it simply means you're not going to eclipse it out. And you're not taking this opportunity to balance things with you. So if it's a feeling that keeps coming up right now, and maybe it's a feeling you thought you were done with, right? You thought you've already been there, done that, learned what you needed to, but it's coming up right now. They're trying to get you to look at it differently, right? If it's a person that you haven't spoken to in a while shows up now, they're trying to get you to respond, react, or address that person in a different way than you usually do. If it's a situation, right, you're going through something at work, it's coming up right now and you've gone through this before, the way you respond should be different than how you responded before. They're giving you a second chance here. They're trying to get you to eclipse certain energies out. So some of you, you're going to recognize that right now might be the last time that you talk to someone. You're eclipsing it out. It might be the last time you see someone. It might be the last time you deal with a certain situation or a certain pattern, depending on how you react, respond to it. Depending on how you address it, right? So if you're the same person operating the same way, and you don't know how to, you don't know how to see the other side of you, and it could be the side of you that you don't like. And I think for many it is. It's the side of you that you say, I'm not that. But we are everything. So whenever a situation, an energy, an opportunity comes up, and it comes up again, right? It comes up a first time, you respond like this. It comes up again, and you're questioning, why is it coming up again? It's because they want you to respond a totally different way. And it's usually a way that will make you feel cringe, or a way that you will be like, I would never do that. Why would I do that? This is actually like a big chance and a huge opportunity to simply play the role, right? Or role play, right? To get into character, to do something that maybe to you, like, it's not, I'm not being serious when I do this. I'm just going to do it as if it's a game. Yes, that's a way you can actually eclipse something out, because you're actually in observer mode when you do that. You're observing yourself as a character playing a role, and then you're like, you know what, let me just play this role even though I don't want to. This is not about trying to trick anything. It's not about not taking something serious. You can actually do this and still take it seriously, but it's a life hack because it actually gives you the result that's necessary to balance things out. And this is why they say, live free, have a sense of humor, play a little bit, right? Relax, enjoy life. It's not that serious all the time. Sometimes you have to learn when you're giving the tools, right? And right now I feel like we are being given the tools, because everywhere you turn, there's information about what's happening right now in the world. Those are tools. You have the information. As you collect information, as you get more awareness on what's happening, specifically now with this new moon, this eclipse, right? And we're about to move into a new season, y'all. We're about to go into fall. So we have the fall equinox, actually. And this occurs on my birthday, actually, because the same points that this eclipse is happening, 29 degrees of Virgo, that's my exact degree point on my natal chart. And this is like the story of my life, actually. It is knowing how to eclipse things out. This is what I've been doing my whole life. Once it gets to the point where it's no longer serving me, letting it go. Like total eclipse, right? Cut it off, right? It happens to be on that cusp of Virgo and Libra. So that's when the Queen of Swords energy comes in for me, right? Just cut it out, cold turkey, and don't look back. Or saying something like you mean it, and it actually has the effect where the person actually hears it because it comes out so sharp. Being able to cut things off, let things go, or just allow things to flow out, because it doesn't always have to be abrupt, because you can actually do it gradually. The only time it needs to be abrupt is if it gets to this critical point, because it's at 29 degrees, right before it moves into the next space. It's critical now. You have to cut it off now. At this point, you can no longer let it flow. Those who have been working on letting something go gradually, they don't have to eclipse things out. It flows out because they've been going with the flow the whole time. Once it gets to the critical point, the eclipse, you have to cut it out to move into the new energies. And usually the way anyone can eclipse something, not just a Virgo or someone who's born at the 29th degree of a sign, because this happens at every, wow, excuse me, I have some, this is really interesting because I have some sage stuck to my, okay, yeah, some of y'all need to sage something out. Some of you probably need to sage your home. You need to clean things out in your home, in your space, in your area. I was saging earlier, and then this got stuck to my shawl, apparently. So those of you who know how to embody whatever energy you need to embody to get something done, right? You know how to play the role. There are some who will say, I will never do that. That's not me. Most likely, they're talking to that group. Those of you who have a list of things you would never do. When an eclipse comes, it's time for you to do it. That's the purpose of it. You need to use an energy you've never used. That's going to be the effective form of moving into the new season, the new energies. Now, those of you who always are considering different ways of doing things, this critical point won't be as big of a deal, really, because you always do things differently. You always consider a different way, right? You're more open. Those who are a little bit stuck in their ways, stubborn, and most of the time it's pride. Those who are prideful, those who don't know how to humble themselves, those who work from the lower ego, those who need to be seen a certain way, those who are trying to get a certain reaction out of certain things, right? Those who are trying to control a situation. I need to be in control of what happens here. I don't want to be seen this way. I don't want to be thought of like this. You're probably the ones that are experiencing things coming up right now that's giving you anxiety right now. It's making you worry. You don't know what to do. You're probably right now dealing with addictions or coping mechanisms to suffocate and suppress whatever energies are coming up. You're probably right now very anxious. They're trying to get you to do something that is, if sounds so crazy to you, and I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm not saying do something that's reckless. This is about being conscious of what you're doing, understanding what may happen if you do this, but being okay with what may happen if you do this, right? There's a balance here. You have to be balanced with what you're doing. You have to know, if I do this, this could happen. And if this could happen, I'm able to deal with it. And this thing that could happen could be the worst thing that could happen. But you got to be able to deal with it. Most people don't want to deal with it. I'm not able to deal with this if this happens. Most of you, you're going to try to cope and stay. You're not going to eclipse things out because you're afraid. You're dealing with, or you're working from fear, and you are not taking this opportunity to face the fear. And then once you face the fear, this energy will not have to come to you again. So that's where we are. That's where we are. They're trying to get you to balance yourself out. Think about the number line, right? Growing up in math, we had this number line, and it would be like the 0 on the left side of the number line. It would be the negative numbers, and then on the right side of the number line, it would be the positive numbers, right? That 0 in the middle, that's the neutral point. That's where we are right now, right? Think about the 12 signs. We have Aries through Virgo, that's the first 6 signs. And then there's Libra through Pisces, that's 7 through 12, right? The middle point is in between Virgo and Libra. That's where we are right now. This is a big deal. They're trying to get you to balance yourself. This is actually a huge karmic balancing opportunity. Those of you who have been in karmic cycles, they're trying to get you to eclipse out these karmic situations. They're trying to get you to balance yourself out. It's never about the other person, right? It's about you. What have you not done in whatever situation you're dealing with? What have you never done in that situation? That's what they're trying to get you to do. That's what they're trying to get you to do. And most people are just like, nope, there's nothing I need to do. It's the other person needs to do something. It's never about the other person. That's the biggest lie. It's never about the other person. It's about you. So those who are afraid to play certain roles, right, or allow themselves to become different characters, those who are stuck in their ways, that's who I'm talking about. You're probably going to keep experiencing cycles until you balance things out, okay? So let's pull some cards. I didn't expect to talk for so long. All right, so let's see. Adjustments are required. That's exactly what's necessary. Adjustments. They're trying to get you to adjust certain behaviors. I'm telling you, it's so fun. For me, it's fun. I don't know for other people. For me, it's fun only because experiencing different energies or letting myself become different energies, it's exhilarating. There's a high there for me. It's fun. It is fun. All right, tell me more. Adjustments. Adjust. You need to adjust. Work through your fears. My goodness, that's literally what they're trying to get y'all to do. It is that scariest thing. It's the scary thing that you don't want to do, that they're trying to get you to do. Some of you, you literally get like grossed out, or just thinking about doing something makes you cringe. It's just like, no, I'm not doing that. It gives you the ick. That's most likely what they want you to do. All right, tell me more. Surrender. That's what this is about. You need to just let it happen. Flow with it. Some of you, even if you don't do it, the fear, even if you don't take action to face the fear will come to you and you will have to surrender. You have to surrender. Confidence is your key to success. Let's get some Soul Helper Oracle cards. I have 2 cards that fell here. Nature is calling you. Maybe go outside. Sit in nature. Breathe some fresh air. It will allow you to think more clearly and be more free in your energy. Okay, some of you, you may need to change to a natural diet. To conform is to die inside. They're trying to get you to not be okay with where you are and just deal with it. No, that's you dying inside. Okay? You are unique. Be brave, a little crazy, but be yourself. Exactly. This is literally what I was just talking about. Like, knowing that every energy exists within you. You can be everything, specifically the things you say you would never do. The reason you said you will never do those things is because it's you. It's a part of your authentic self. You are unique. Be brave. Be a little crazy. But be yourself. They're trying to get y'all to tap into parts of you that you keep saying, no way, Jose. No way, I won't do that. I won't do that. No. That's exactly what they're trying to get you to do. Some of you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what that thing is. And the thing about this thing that they're trying to get you to do, it may actually get you the result that you're afraid of. But you know the beauty in that is that you finally get over a huge hump. When I tell you, doing things that literally makes you put yourself out there to be critiqued, to be judged, to be embarrassed also, and you do it anyway, the huge leap you take in your self-evolution, it's crazy. The huge leap. And that's why it looks like you're doing something wrong. It looks so wrong to you. I'm going to recommend that you guys listen to the Gemini message. I would recommend everyone listen to Gemini's message. Gemini's message may be for everyone. Yep. Yeah, that was the message where my cat, Mia, started acting up. Gemini's message was the only time she jumped in. And she was like very aggressive. That message is for everyone. I would recommend you guys listen to that one. All right, let's get some of these. A change in the wind. There's a change happening, a change trying to happen. There's a change. It's trying to happen. Loyal heart, okay? I want to say be true to yourself. Follow your heart. Be loyal to yourself. Okay. Truth be told. Okay. Face your truths. Some of y'all, there's someone or something that's going to happen that's going to force you to see the truth, right? Someone may say something that is the truth. You may not want to hear it, but it's the truth. The truth is going to be told. There's a change in the wind. Loyal heart. Be true to yourself, okay? Oh, it didn't come out. Clean it up in reverse. Okay, so yeah. There's a lot of cleansing happening right now. You need to get the broom and start sweeping. So, okay. We are at a moment of fate. Like, this is actually an important point right now where we are to see if you're ready for what's next. We're moving into fall. Fall brings in a whole different feel, right? We start moving more into feeling like we need to be connected to people. Fall kind of brings you into what? Halloween. We have Halloween here in the States. And then we move into Thanksgiving. And then it's Christmas time. It's time to be around people you love, family, connections, right? Libra is the sign of relationships. We're moving there. Many of you, they're giving you a chance right now to eclipse out certain things that keeps you feeling alone and lonely. And many of you may be dealing with hyper independence. I want to be alone. I want to be by myself. I want all of that. And that's fine. But we're moving into energies where relationships is going to be at the forefront. Okay. That's how you learn balance, actually. That's how balance happens in relationships. How you relate to the things around you, the people around you. We're moving into that season. Okay, we got, what, 3 cards that flipped and went back. No need to worry. Don't worry. So the purpose of this message is not to bring worry to you. It's to bring clarity. There's no need to worry at all. There's a peaceful resolution. It works out, y'all. Whatever it is, specifically for those of you who are thinking that, oh, it's going to make me face a fear and then I'm going to make a fool of myself, or I'm not going to get what I want, or exactly what I'm afraid of. That's what's going to happen. There's no need to worry. There's a peaceful resolution. They're trying to get y'all to be comfortable enough to step out of your comfort zone. Okay? That's what they're doing. So there's something they want you to reconsider. Some of y'all, you keep telling yourself, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not considering that. They want you to reconsider. This is strong. I'm getting this strong. They want you to reconsider because it allows you to recover. This is a huge moment, y'all. They're trying to get y'all to do something. Ask for help. Maybe bounce some ideas off of people. See what they think. Ask for help from others. I feel like they're going to send you to people that's going to support or give you advice that supports what's best for you. Some of y'all need to ask for help. That's the truth. There's no need to worry. It's a peaceful resolution. There's a change in the wind. Reconsider something because they're trying to get you to recover. But listen, with all these different cards, that's literally giving you good advice. Work through your fears. Adjustments are required. Surrender to the divine. Ask for help if you need to, but I'm going to leave it there. Okay? I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.